Genghis Khan, the man who terrorized the world. His Mongol army crushed cities, wiped out entire civilizations, and rewrote history with blood and fire. But there was one place that made him think twice. A land so fierce, so unpredictable that even his brutal war machine hesitated. India. But why? What ancient war tactics made Genghis Khan fearful of an invasion? The answer lies in a battlefield unlike any other, where war elephants trampled enemies, fortresses defied Mongol sieges, and warriors fought with strategies far beyond their time. Genghis Khan and his Mongol hordes swept through Asia, obliterating empires like a force of nature. From China to Persia to the edges of Europe, no army could stand against them. And yet, despite their legendary conquests, the Mongols never launched a full-scale invasion of India. Sure, they raided its borders and clashed with Indian rulers, but something held them back from taking over completely. Was it the land, the people, or were India's war tactics so powerful that even the Mongols had to reconsider their approach? Today we uncover the shocking truth behind India's ancient military strategies and why they made even the mighty Genghis Khan hesitate. The Mongol war machine versus India's ancient tactics. To understand why Genghis Khan never fully invaded India, we need to break down how the Mongols fought, and why their usual strategies didn't work as well in the Indian subcontinent. The Mongols were masters of mobility, using fast cavalry, psychological warfare, and superior coordination to overwhelm their enemies. But India was a different beast. Dense forests, scorching deserts, monsoon rains, and mountainous terrain made Mongol-style warfare far more difficult. And then, there were the warriors themselves. Unlike the scattered tribes and weakened kingdoms the Mongols often faced, India had well-established war traditions, advanced defensive systems, and some of the most terrifying weapons of ancient warfare, like the mighty war elephants. War elephants, the Mongol nightmare. If there was one thing the Mongols dreaded, it was war elephants. These massive armored beasts weren't just walking tanks, they were psychological weapons. Imagine charging into battle only to be met with a thundering wall of elephants crushing everything in their path. The Mongols, used to fighting on open plains against cavalry, had no real counter to this level of brute force. Even their best archers struggled to bring down a fully armored elephant before it reached their lines. And the elephants weren't just battering rams. Indian armies trained them for sophisticated maneuvers, using them to break enemy formations, crush cavalry charges, and even carry archers and javelin throwers into the thick of battle. Some were even equipped with giant tusk blades, turning them into living weapons of mass destruction. Another nightmare for the Mongols? India's fortresses. The Mongols were experts at siege warfare, but India's fortresses were built to withstand far worse. Many were perched on high cliffs, surrounded by impenetrable walls, or designed with complex defense mechanisms that made them nearly impossible to conquer. Take the Ranthambore Fort, for example. Built on a 700-foot hill with massive stone walls and a network of secret escape routes, it was a fortress the Mongols could never take. Then there was the impregnable Kalinjar Fort, which had seen countless sieges but rarely fell. The Mongols could starve out cities, sure, but India's forts were designed with massive food and water storage, allowing defenders to hold out for years if needed. While the Mongols relied on overwhelming force, India's warriors often fought with deception and guerrilla tactics. Rajput and Maratha warriors used hit-and-run attacks, ambushing Mongol forces before they could even get a proper battle going. They used the terrain to their advantage, luring Mongol forces into dense forests or rocky ravines where cavalry couldn't maneuver. Then, there were the psychological tactics. Some Indian kings deliberately spread rumors about supernatural protectors, curses, or divine intervention, making Mongol soldiers paranoid before a fight even began. Others used spies to infiltrate Mongol camps and spread misinformation, making them second-guess their every move. Despite their might, the Mongols suffered some of their worst defeats in India. The Delhi Sultanate, under rulers like Alauddin Khilji, crushed Mongol invasions time and time again. Khilji's army not only defeated them but hunted them down, ensuring they never regained strength in the region. His cavalry outmaneuvered the Mongols, his war elephants destroyed their ranks, and his spies ensured they never had the upper hand. Even Timur, a later Mongol descendant, faced brutal resistance in India. He managed to sack Delhi, but the cost was so high that he never attempted a full-scale conquest. The subcontinent was simply too well defended, too unpredictable, and too costly for the Mongols to conquer. So, why did Genghis Khan fear India's ancient war tactics? It wasn't just one thing. It was a combination of brutal war elephants, impenetrable fortresses, unconventional guerrilla tactics, and fearless warriors who refused to break under pressure. The Mongols, for all their power, knew that India wouldn't be an easy target, and history proves they were right. Want more mind-blowing history? Subscribe and keep watching.